sorry about it. We got a lot to talk about today. First, let me tell you about what I'm trying to do here. I remember a long time ago we had these really cool airplane things that they were called Tesseracts. I don't know how to describe them, okay? It was just a weaved, inner curved, weird flying box thing, okay? But anyway, those of you who do know what a Tesseract is, that's what I'm trying to do. But I know what the problem has always been is that the health cubes were too heavy now, you know, because now the shape doesn't matter. They're all the same weight. So it doesn't matter. Health cubes are too heavy to make a Tesseract with. You know, I even tried to do it with props. It just don't work. And so I was like, well, what if I use light cubes and some hawk rudders? You know, and I figure 8 hawk rudders would still give me enough lift to make me pretty fast. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. And we'll talk more about this Tesseract build in a minute. But for now, I want to tell you guys about some of the things they've been changing in Robocraft and what's happened with all that. There is a weapon feedback system out now. As you can see, it'll let you know how much damage, whether or not you've got a critical hit. The targeting sites all look a little different now. You want to find out more, you can go to robocraftgame.com and they'll be happy to tell you more there. But here's a little bit about what they've changed with this particular update. Including with this update, they've done some audio improvements. There was a Google Resonance. My understanding with that is that it allows you to hear shots better. You know, like, okay, from like friendly or enemy fire, you'll be better able to tell from what direction those shots had come from. You know, and whether it's your enemy or friendly fire that's coming at you, or that's my understanding. Okay, if you know more about it, understand it better, please feel free to enlighten me in the comments below. But yeah, that's my understanding, is that you'll be better able to tell where things are coming from and going to by the sound they're making. You know, there's better left and right channel. I don't know. Okay, that's my understanding. I'll have to play it some more to you know, see if I actually feel there's a difference or not. You know, I can't really tell much right off, you know, and I'm not really sure what came about with the changes to the audio. I mean, in my experience, if nobody's complaining about something and you change something in a game, you're just going to get a lot of people complaining about that change. But whatever. Maybe it's good though, you know. I don't think I think a lot of people are not going to care. But, you know, hey, I could be wrong. Other people might think the new laser sounds are awesome and this and that. And like I said, you know, it may have been necessary in order for them to implement some of this, where the enemy fire sounds a little bit different from the friendly fire, and from which direction it's coming from, and this and that. So yeah, okay, I can understand that maybe it may have needed to happen anyway. But and it also perhaps sells the whole deal to people, you know, because they really may not understand the whole. You know, which way fire is coming from better, you know, and this and that, or whether it's from an enemy or a friendly fire. So rather than go into too much of that detail, they just say, hey, look, we've put new sounds, we've changed the sounds, these are just new sounds, and they make a bigger deal about the sound. I don't know, but this is the Tesseract so far. The Tesseract build. It's these things are, I don't know why. I know there's simple ways to build these probably, and I'm just doing it the hard way. But it's the only way I know. It's just, you just gotta look at things and figure out how things might fit here and there. I always have trouble in the corners getting Tesseract builds to build right. But anyway, we run into problems with this build. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're building off of this video, stop right now. Okay, don't do it. Don't waste your time. Use it for inspiration. Get some ideas from it, but don't do this build. I'm telling you, it's not worth your time. It's not worth it. It's fun. It's better to watch some things are better to watch someone else do, you know? And this might be one of those situations where this video is best watched and not imitated. It's good for entertainment. Now, what I was thinking here was that I'm really careful on my connection points. I want my connection points to be all into the top, you know, and on the ends. So if one end gets hit, or when it, you know, and preferably into the four corners of the top, and then around the sides be the connection points for everything on the bottom. The reason I do that is to optimize, almost like triforcing. You know, my thoughts were that if I'm going to get shot from the ground, then I'll have all this protection. Really, this build was going really good. Everything was going perfect on it. But hey, let's talk more about these changes in the game for a minute. I gotta tell you about a couple other things that I keep getting sidetracked. You guys know that about me. Anyway, yeah. So we got new targeting, weapons sound different, but the targets look different. Targeting looks different too. I don't know how I feel about the sounds of the laser. We're gonna play a match with this guy here later, and you guys can hear all the audio changes for yourself. Oh, one other thing they did in the game was they added recoil, which is an element in which a weapon will affect how much it moves the bot or shakes the bot or does this and that. And also it also is going to affect how a person is hit more. And I think they already had some recoil elements, but they've made some changes, and it also affects more on the way I think the person getting hit is affected. And different weapons will probably react different ways. But I mean, they didn't just do lasers. Like I said, they as far as these weapons and as audio and all this goes, they've done more than just audio too. I mean, plasmas will have a different sound, I think, and there will be feedback on those as well. I don't go to the website, people, and check it out for yourself. I'm done telling you about this update. It's a pretty neat update though. A whole lot of little changes, and a lot of little bug fixes. I guess people were getting stuck under the maps, and were actually able to get under bases and do things and get free XP in build mode that they weren't supposed to get a certain way or something. But they fixed a lot of little things. That's good. Always good to see little fixes here and there. And it's nice to see, Free Jam focusing on fixes here and there too, which is, I think the folly of many games out there is that they don't focus enough on what do we need to do to fix this or fix this problem, actually focus on problems, that's always good. And yeah, it kind of slows development and slows what you want to get done in the future for other things. But I think Free Jam's also learned from getting in a rush about things as well. But things are moving along for them. They got a steady stream of people playing the game or whatever, and it's not, the game's fair, people aren't feeling like this is pay to win. They don't mind being a free game and paying for the premium colors, the whole system seems to work really well right now, But it's kind of one of those things where it's probably just going to be a kind of a slow growth game, kind of like, I don't think it'll ever die. I think it's kind of like Minecraft in a way, that it won't, it's got enough popularity to where it's going to hold out forever, like Legos and other Things, This is one of those type of build games that I don't think is going to go anywhere ever, it's going to be interesting to see how this game progresses in the future still. Many of you guys are like, why do you still play this game? There's other games to play. Well, I mean, I really think this game has something to it, you know. And maybe I'm just a grown adult who'd still be playing with Legos if he wasn't playing this. I don't know. I've actually still thought about building something with Legos. But man, I was just thinking I could do a video on that. But I don't know if I want to be one of those guys. I don't know. I still have a giant tub of Legos and stuff, but I can't explain things very well. But I can tell you, I'm content with building things in Robocraft. You know, we'll just stay with that. Okay, that's fine. But you see, the Tesseract's coming along with it. It was looking good. Didn't it look good? It's a good looking Tesseract in my opinion. We're gonna put some guns on it. We're gonna put another. I was thinking about putting another gun there. I said, nah, I'll put it over here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Well, what happens is you gotta get it out of that mega territory. That's. I decided, you know, here's the other problem with trying to build a Tesseract out of light cubes. You run out of CPU. Even keeping it small, I thought maybe if I kept it really tiny, I could make it work. But I ended up having to leave the back part open because it was just a CPU thing. You know, I wanted to kind of cover the back in a Tesseract thing too. But yeah, that's okay. I definitely have to have a Tesseract kind of thing on the front. I can't do. We're trying to get this too. If you do these just right, you can make it where it changes colors as you go past people. It freaks them out. I know it freaks them out. I've seen it. I see people go, what? I'll show you. I'll show you what we're going to do here. It's fun. It's a fun. This is a fun paint scheme. I came up with this a long time ago. Everybody just thought it looked cool on a Tesseract build I had built right before they destroyed their ability to fly. But it was the coolest thing. I left it up in the shop forever thinking, and people were buying it, and they're probably finding out instantly, oh, it doesn't fly. No, it didn't. It broke after that, but it looked so good. I'm just a jerk for leaving it in there, but I just like the looks of it. I think, I don't know what I did. I want to say I put it in the CRF with the description saying, look, it doesn't fly, but it looks cool. But I can't remember. I don't remember. So yeah, we found out that even with all light cubes, these rudders can't lift this thing. You know, maybe it's the weapons. I don't know. Maybe I could go back in here and put the wings in it and try it out. But for now, we're going to turn it into a hover with wings. The thing is, it still won't fly, okay? I know that, okay? Here was my thought, okay? These are like independently triforced, the top row and the bottom row. If you paid attention to how I built this in the beginning, you'll notice that. We're going to put it on camera steer too. But, so my thought is, yeah, if I get shot in the top with plasma and I lose my hovers, I'll have wings. And I could fly away for 15 seconds until I heal up. And as long as I took just a specific amount of damage. it would have to be very specific. I'm going to call this the Hoveresseract. And I'm going to stick it in there. So this ended up becoming kind of an accidental build. But the hovers being on top with the wings on the bottom like that were purposely done. But like I said, you'd have to take a very specific amount of damage to the top in order to make use of that. Because if you took one more plasma volley, then there goes your wings, and you'll have your Tesseract, but you won't have anything to get around with. But just a thought, you know, I don't know. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay of my weird little creation here. And don't worry, I'm going to slow the video down for the actual battle. I sped up the whole video for this part because it was going too slow. That's all.
The fusion shield is now active. Capture the points to gather energy for your orbital annihilation weapon and destroy the enemy base. The battle for Spitzer Dam has begun.
One thing I wish I had done differently, perhaps, was make the connection points
You have captured the point nearest to your base.
more along
The enemy has captured the point furthest from
for
your
all the
base.
movement parts instead of coming up to the four corners at the top. The idea before was that this was going to be a flying thing. So now it's possible that if I take damage directly at the top, I'm going to lose all my movement. You know, if they hit me, it's just the way.
The point nearest to your base is under attack.
There's our new targeting system, though. Look at that. So we're going to get little messages now. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, I'm not keen on the sounds. I don't really care, though. I'm not that big of a sound person. I think they need to down the volume. I could down the volume myself, but it just seems like the lasers are a little louder. I don't. It could be just because they're new all of a sudden, so they had to boost the volume on them. Like I said, it didn't make a difference. Numbers now. Damage. Not doing much. Let's see. No movement. Should have made it connect to the bottom part instead of the top part. And then it would have been perfect. So maybe this bot is viable. Maybe I've got something here. Guys, I hope I inspire you to help you do crazy stuff like this. But maybe it's viable. Maybe this is something and it just needs the connection points to be moved onto the bottom. Okay. I'm like, please, no. No, I didn't get hit with any message like that right there. I don't know. They have changed how that works as well. I have not tested all the weapons out. I know you guys have been going to the game and check it out yourself. Look at this. We got all of it. Look, guys, I'm now shoot it. Go ahead, shoot it. Shoot at the bottom of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm against this wrong. They're like, oh, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck's up with this dog? I try to space me to it, freaks him out. I know I'm evil. Maybe this is something, guys. It is in the CRF. I stick it up. You saw me. I showed you. Let's try it out. Let's go. Let's do something really dangerous. Actually, yeah, this would be the ideal spot because if they here, they're more likely to hit me from underneath. I got it better. Like I said, my connection points were on the top part of this. So ideally, I don't want them to hit me on top. I want them to, they're going to hit me on the top. You know, I'll Let's see.
Your annihilator is charging faster. Your annihilator is charged to 50%.
Maybe I got something. Maybe I should leave those connection points like that. I don't know.
Your annihilator is charged to 75%.
Like we got to wrap this one up.
The furthest from your base is
Stay out of his car for a second. Need one more.
Annihilators fully charged. Firing weapon in 3, 2,
Go.
1.
I just feel bad for this.
Victory!
It's gonna be good games, but it was theirs. It was truly just their fault.
Hold me close.